I came into radiology way before you were born, approximately 1979. And at that time, I was pretty much the only. Just weren't very many women then. I'd go to conferences, and there were all male radiologists, and then me.
I grew up in this career, decades ago. Things were very different back then. And the challenges that I faced and some of my experiences, I didn't have anyone to share that with.
I was struggling a lot of time early in my professional career with issues outside of radiology, like my social life, and then subsequently getting married and having children. And that became a priority. And I spent a lot of time and energy dealing with how do you balance a career with a family. Years later now, looking back, I wish I could have had more support and information and guidance how to do it.
I need to be a sponsor, a role model, a mentor. And that's why I brought the idea of starting the Women in Radiology group here to our department before I was the chair. If you look across the nation, only about 25% of radiologists are women in the United States. It's time to change that. It's time to break those barriers. And the fact that I am a chair of this department is not only meaningful to me, but for me, it's more meaningful for the women behind me.
Women in Radiology is a space where women can come together and find the tools and the support they need to grow as leaders, to grow as teachers, find the tools to advance their careers.
I didn't realize how underrepresented women are in radiology until I got into the field. The Women in Radiology group that we've developed over the past few years has definitely made it so that there is a camaraderie amongst female faculty and residents in the program.
One of the things that we're striving to do is not only increase the number of women that are coming into this field and becoming radiologists, but also to help them to succeed and become leaders in the field.
When I was starting out my career, I didn't have a mentor, and looking back now, I realize that that would have been so important for me to have that mentorship. Mentoring younger women has reminded me of the issues that I faced when I was younger.
I think mentoring doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to help someone be a full professor. I'm going to help them find the career path that is best for them at that point in their life and to take on opportunities that they otherwise might not have thought they were ready for or confident for.
If you have an opportunity to deal with other women who have gone through similar things or have gone through things you might end up going through, it's a very useful resource.
The other thing I think people need to realize is a mentor for a woman doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. They need sponsors that are men because the men have the higher leadership positions both on a national level and at your institutional level. So those networking connections that those men have are incredibly valuable. This has to be a group effort.
When I interviewed here, I remember I had a really good interview actually with one of our female body attendings. I saw myself in her role in the future, and you have to see something to want to be it. So I saw that, I was like, okay, if this is the type of people that are here, then that's kind of the type of place I want to be at.
One thing we've been doing is having fairly regular virtual social hours, just a quick Zoom session to check in on people. And I think it's just been a really nice thing that we've done throughout COVID for the past couple months to really just keep our Women in Radiology bond strong.
There's social events, there's book clubs, there's faculty retreats, and retreats that bring together the residents and the faculty so that there's opportunities for mentorship, networking.
I can tell you that when I finished my training as a fellow, a year after that as a young attending, I had 3 kids under the age of 2. And there were days when I thought, maybe I should just give up my career and stay at home and spend all my efforts to raise my children. But my old self thanks my young self every single day that I didn't quit. As a woman coming into residency, you're someone special. You're somebody that can make a difference and can really change the landscape. Women together can get stuff done.
We've noticed before the interest group started, we had about 19% females per class. And then now over the past 2 years, that number has gone up to about 35%, which I think is really impressive.
Being part of Women in Radiology, you're part of a community of women that never really leaves you. You really can't go wrong by coming to university hospitals. And if you're female, you're going to have the resources of a group such as Women in Radiology that will be available to give you the tools to need to become the best person in the field that you can possibly be.